Hi everybody, welcome to Materia D&D, where we play D&D our way, and we are on session 148 of the Crass Menagerie story, where in recent days, the Crass Menagerie has traveled uh, west along the Mason Fair Byway from Whitlaw all the way over to West Green, about 10 days, where they had arrived in the night as the day as it was transitioned into Tristan Day, excuse me. I did that last week as well, and they came upon their location uh, as a city that is was being raided. The Menagerie gathered themselves and assisted with fighting back the raiders, and at the time they made a couple new allies, which after helping the city take out some of the fires, move some of the dead, and corral some of the injured. They headed a little bit north of West Green to a temple, a large tower that reached high into the sky, that was being kept and actually was being conjured by one of these two allies, Ben, the Githzerai cleric of war. Um, Here, the menagerie assisted taking care of some of the displaced and the injured, got a chance to rest themselves, and quickly found themselves comfortable in a hostile situation. Then, as the point where the sun is highest in the day, excuse me, steadily became approaching. Uh, Ben continued with what he's been doing every single day for the last year, and that was to cast Temple of the Gods here to uh, to create a permanent bastion of his deities, the beacon, which is his interpretation of the Everlight, um, a a bastion stronghold for their believers and a little foothold for the deity. Um, with this final day being cast on Tristan a day where the twin moons are equally as bright and equally as sized in the night in the sky, and they are visible during even the day. Um, Sej joined Ben in this communion, this final steps of the ritual to make this a permanent structure, permanent temple where were able to both see their interpretation of their deity as they actually do share the same prime deity, the Everlight. One recognizing her as Vysteria, that being Sej, and the other one being the beacon, Ben. Here they had a discussion. They were told the tenets of their faith. They reiterated the tenets of the faith, and Sej placed his broken hilt into a holder for it upon the statue of this female figure, and the floor below them on this dais outside opened up, and it led to a chamber. Through the oubliette, a trial would be to be taken, and the Crass Menagerie joined Ben and Sej in this trial, where they faced off in um, in a challenging combat against two constructs that represent aspects of these tenets of faith. The Sister of Burning Retribution and the Sister of Sun and Flame. Um, Here, after the trial was taken, the menagerie, some of them were pushed to their limits. However, they did realize that combat was a solution, but it was not the only solution. And with some time in the conflict, using the terrain to some of their advantages, Ben did. Uh, ben was actually taken down below, further into the chamber, um, where he was placed in front of an object. This object was undisclosed to him, and he was uh, didn't know what was going on, and none, At the same time, on the top where the combat was going on, Sej had an interaction again with Surya. And here it was made clear that the dagger that he brought was a instrument that was forged specifically for one of Surya's chosen, and that it is to remain within this temple. And Sej did relinquish this dagger, which then in turn relinquished this object below, making an exchange in sense. The dagger is to remain in the temple and always be within access for the keeper of the temple, who through this communion and through this ritual uh, was made clear that Ben had constructed this based on faith and a feeling, and ultimately it was Surya that wanted to have a location for the Sun Chaser, aka Sej, to stop chasing and settle down and let his light shine, as he is now the keeper of the light at this temple. So, with the ending of combat, the ending of this exchange of materials, and this trial past, the Menagerie and their two colleagues of Ben and Cielo are able to make their way out of. Well, we'll see where you guys wanted to go. We'll stop there. We're able to complete the challenge. Uh, Many of injured and tired and fatigued, however, all standing, all breathing, all able to function on their own. And we'll go ahead and, oh, you guys were already on that page. And yeah, so we will pick up with the Crass Menagerie in the chamber below.
So is everybody back up now out of the water? Because I know at one point there was like
Yes.
3 or 4 people in the water.
So what happened? So at the very end, as the dagger was placed in the recess to hold it permanently, so that it can be made part of the new temple, which is built on top of the old temple, which is now one completed structure. Um, there was that weird magic-y divine faith kind of thing where the water pools began to reverse rain upwards and began to collect on the ceiling. And as the Menagerie began to desperately jump into the water, realizing what was going on, um, uh, eventually the room did rotate and shift where it kind of, you guys felt it a little bit, but as you guys were falling, essentially a slow fall effect was cast upon you, and you made your feet land softly back on the ground. Essentially, the two chambers are like mirrors of each other, so it looks like you're in the exact same place. The only thing that is missing now is where there was the altar at the very beginning that had the dais that eventually recessed and now holds the burning blade of Surya, um, is now the vacant. I forgot what it's called, but the shield holder, the display holder of the shield, which you see that Ben is,
Plinth?
what? Hmm?
Is it a plinth maybe?
Plitz. Yeah, Plinth. Yeah, I think that's what it is actually.
Plinth. TH at the end.
Plinth. Yeah, Plith. Yeah, thank you. Plinth. Which Ben has is a large Pavos-like shield that he has part of it on the ground while his hand is on the top of it, just kind of leaning on it, getting a feel for how the weight of this fairly large shield. Um, the the other thing, if I may, can I get everyone to do a perception check at this time?
Natural 20, 26.
Okay, I'll just give it to you then. That's fine. If people still want to
Because of my
roll, you're
totem.
good.
It's giving me
Yeah.
advantage.
Al also sees it with a 26.
Wow.
Yeah, but not a
Oh,
natural
wait,
20.
yeah. So you guys don't need to roll unless you guys want to. I mean, it's fine. So
Can someone get 30? Let's go.
mhm.
Believe, I
Roll for
believe.
bravado is basically what you're doing.
I only got a 16.
Yeah.
Which is
only
still really good.
yeah, I love how you guys are like
Yeah,
only
like only
16. I like
16.
that. So getting your bearings now and seeing like you're in this kind of uh, almost exact same space. There is glow coming from below in the pools, and Al and Davis, as you guys are, I kind of imagine. Let's put you guys on the opposite side and just kind of look down. You do see that the sisters are both just in like a returning to like their almost dormant state, um, kept within the water. Um, and there's a glow radiating from them. Uh, but they are essentially transitioning back to their eternal sentinel watch over this forgotten temple. And both and Davis with the natural 20, you kind of are just taking in, getting a feel for everyone. Karos is probably the most fatigued out of everyone. You know, there are some worse for wear moments. Um, she is actually not on here, so let me just move her off over there. Um, and you just kind of instinctively look up, kind of just figuring out what was happening. And in the ceiling, you see there at that axe, that oversized giant axe that Ben had brought in, wasn't part of the slow fall, and it is as it was like all topsy turvy and
It's like
swishing
embedded.
around. It is just in the ceiling.
That's awesome. Uh, is that part of the temple now? I guess. Whew, man. We we won, right? We like it's done, I think. And I'm specifically looking at like Sej and Ben, like we're good. Like
I think we're good.
okay,
Yes, up to proper temple. Temple proper.
okay.
It looks like I'm trying to struggle how to figure out how to say, hey, let's go up to the other temple.
Yeah.
um. Yes, I guess. Okay. Uh, and then yeah, I would
But
like.
in celestial, I'll look Sage. I'll like this was given to me by her, pointing at the shield.
And I'm just gonna wave you like closer to me. While
And,
we in Celestial, I'll um I'll just let it be until you get close, I guess.
okay, yeah, I'll make my way towards Sage as we're making our way out because I know Karos
Yeah,
is
exactly.
pretty exhausted.
It does take a, you guys did travel about 150 feet down to get here, so it takes a little
Oh
bit.
gosh.
Yeah, yeah,
Now I gotta
this
climb
is big.
stairs. Fuck.
It's a real
Yeah,
stairmaster. Oh my god.
yeah.
Hey,
Well,
Sage.
like, to give you context, the room was about 100 feet tall,
True.
right?
True. True.
So you have to make your way down. So you do start taking up the stairs.
Say I come back, I have one more request.
Give us an elevator,
Elevator.
please. Sleeping.
We need an artificer to invent an escalator.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Alright. So like while we're walking up,
Hmm.
um I'll talk to Ben in kind of muted Celestial.
Sure.
She talked to you, right? Or no?
Yes, yes.
You got the message?
I I think so.
Maybe not the same one. But
Um,
you know these friends of mine, they're your charge now. That's the message I got.
but you're the keeper.
Of here.
Oh, you're talking about, and I point to the Crass Menagerie. You're not talking about, and I hold up two fingers pointing in the direction of the celestial beings.
Yes, exactly. Yes. Yes.
Ah,
Now you
yes,
get it.
yes. Very good group. Interesting. Eclectic. Very entertaining.
Well, feels weird, but this place you've built, holds importance. I'll hold the torch
Well,
while you do what she needs.
well, if you ever need me or need us, just send message. I can word of recall right back to this place.
And you always have home here.
I kind of smile like, I hope so. I built this motherfucker.
I stole your
my place.
tower. Thank you.
Oh,
Damn squatters. Ah!
Also,
It's my teleport beacon now. Thanks.
yeah.
hey,
Well,
Ben.
yes,
Well, go ahead.
it's ours for her.
It's hers. Yes, exactly.
Now when David says, "Hey Ben," I'm like,
Oh no, I was not in character saying, "Hey Ben."
oh,
I was just saying, Ben. With you got a pretty decent passive perception, right? 20 something.
20, yeah.
Yeah, you'd hear me like humming, similar to like Celestial, just like because it's very musical, right? So I would
Yeah.
just be kind of like humming. Maybe it would remind you of something you just said or something like that. That's all.
Okay, okay. So I'm gonna look at Sage. I'm like, he speaks the holy language.
No,
No.
no, he
Oh,
doesn't. No.
oh,
If enough time goes by, I'll try to harmonize with Davis. Once I pick up on the patterns.
He just
Davis,
knows
go ahead and
enough
roll
to
me.
ask where the bathroom is.
¿Dónde está la biblioteca?
el queso está viejo y podrido.
Just for the sake of it, Davis, roll me just a d20. I'll add modifiers
Okay.
that I see.
17.
Okay, cool. I'll message you in a little bit.
Oh, he's casting spells.
I hope not.
The holy language.
Radiant spell incoming.
God.
Yeah, maybe. Okay, so yeah, please, by all means, continue. I would say, actually, says that. Wait, with a 17, Davis?
Yeah.
Alright, no, yeah. You would understand. Okay, okay. So go ahead and roll me. I know it's not your best, but go ahead and roll me a religion check.
Yeah, that's fine. 12 plus -1, I'm assuming. Yeah, 11 total.
11. Okay. Nothing. You don't pick up on anything
Fair
they
enough.
said, or nothing jumps out at you.
Got it.
Go ahead. You guys can continue. Sorry.
So, are you? What was the message that you got? I'm deadly curious. Whether I ask her or not, it's better to hear from you.
Okay, so Adam out of game. I've slept since then. If I get this wrong, let me know. Um, so I'm gonna be like, basically what I got was similar to what you're saying, but I need to make sure that I don't always just use combat, that I use other aspects. And kind of like with the beings, they became docile and friendly once I cast a healing spell on the one that was injured.
Huh. I guess religion is interpretive, because I totally didn't get the same message. I might have gotten the same message, I just interpreted different.
Nope. Which is actually that's good because it is up to interpretation.
Yes.
Well, she told me that. Well, for now, I've been walking towards the light for a long, long time. My home is very far from here, but this is home. For now.
Yes, I believe home
And
is
she told
wherever
me
she.
to give you the beacon, the torch that keeps walking,
Oh,
and you're the one to walk it now, instead of me.
well, I am humbled, and I hope that I can do half as well as you seem to have done with this group.
Well, there's things that I must do here. I'll find out what they are soon, but this is all you, buddy.
And I appreciate that. Anything I should know about this group? They seem very interesting.
The turtle is explosive. Watch out for that one.
The turtle is explosive. Like he looks at you
Yeah.
like it's literal.
Of course.
No,
I
okay,
mean,
so this
is it? Isn't it?
it is sort of okay.
In a good
So
way.
this is going to be fun because now we're gonna have a real Ben. Give me because this is your first time you're absorbing these people. Um, give me an insight check on what he says,
Okay.
and what is your passive perception?
My
For the other?
passive perception is 20, as well as my passive insight.
Okay, but go ahead and give me an active insight because I want to see how you.
27 on my insight.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So with that, yeah, he's actually not joking that he is explosive. Ben picks up on this, like both character wise and ability wise. Um, there, this turtle, also very, while his the amount of saturation that he has in faith is not nearly as much as you and Sev. He does follow someone, if very lightly. Uh, you get a little sense that there is some divine inclination within the turtle. Uh, However, very subtle. And as the group walks a little bit, like I kind of, if you would forgive me, I kind of imagine Cielo's kind of leading the way up, and then because he's the impatient one,
Yeah.
and then Ben and um, Sej are naturally taking up the rear of the group traveling up, and they're having this conversation. And then, like, Davis would look back and kind of nodded a few times. So what you'll see with Rock, the total that they call Rock, as he's not, well, he doesn't have many of his things strapped to his back, so you are seeing his like shell exposed and his various. The because of Ben's first impression, the shell, the detail, the amount of painstaking scarring and the amount of effort that had to go into create the image, the mathematical hexagonal, like all this array of 11 different, his different plates of his shells, each individually having some sort of elaborate, very difficult to follow pattern, but yet they all kind of come together to make a beautiful kind of singular, like to use a lack of a descriptive term, like to make a single like a wizard's spell wheel, right? Like every individual shell on his or scale on a shell is something different, but they all come together and to make one giant thing that makes sense. You've never seen anything like it. It's extremely beyond you, and as Ben doesn't know how he got these, they look like they were ritually scarred into his shell. And that must have taken years and years and years. And that explosive comment, maybe now, for a while at least, lead Ben to a cautious respect of what Rock is able to do. Because if he can do that to himself, then
And
does
to
that mean?
almost like bring him out of like the trance of thought, I'm gonna like grab him on the shoulder, be like, "But don't worry, he's pure of heart."
You can pick that up with your 27 insight check.
Mm-hmm.
He's like the most jovial, like, out of all of them.
Do I hear all of this?
No, this is Celestial.
Celestial.
In a different language.
Oh.
They're just singing
Yeah,
at each other right now.
Celestial. Do you know Celestial?
I can cast a spell to make you learn it, but currently no.
In the first 20 seconds of the conversation, Ben did be like, he pointed to us like them.
Yeah, exactly.
So if you are curious, I'll definitely point to himself like, huh? Hmm? Us?
There's
They've
definitely
been
got to be
talking
some.
about us this whole time.
Yeah, there's like definitely some body language where they're like giving us the once over, and it's like they're clearly talking
Okay.
about us.
Is he talking shit right now?
And whenever I kind of see that, because I'm a pretty perceptive guy, I'll be like, let's speak in a common. It's not my greatest, but I think your friends are. It's rude to speak of others and about others within, especially within earshot, and they don't understand the language. I'm more comfortable with this language. This is my native tongue.
It
My
was taught to
brother,
me.
my brother is a lot more versed in the common tongue than I am.
The practice
for-
makes best. And
Uh,
I
I've
say
been
that in
pra-
common.
I've been practicing almost my entire life, and it still has difficulties for some reason.
I'm gonna give it to Karos because Karos is the most observant or absorbent of all. When Ben says because his brother he speaks, common much better. Karos, you understand that it's because of his job. He is a big part of being the domain of death is to help people pass. So he has to know how to communicate with people in their final moments.
Mm.
Unlike
So
me,
it's
I
kind of
face to face.
yeah, it's kind of a macabre reason that Mort speaks as eloquently as he does. But go ahead.
Curse grunt.
So I'll revert to common language. I'll be like, I'll look at the lion, Karos, making sure I'm pronouncing it correctly.
Nah, he's huffing up
Like,
these
Yeah,
stairs.
exactly.
I kind of let's go stairs, brother can help.
With that, as you guys do continue your discussions and head up the stairs, you do make it to the outside where the sun and the light of the two moons are shining brightly. Uh, the wind blows very softly from the west. Uh, I will. Everyone that is proficient, which is the entire group, can give me a perception check. I will tell you right now, the DC is exorbitantly high, but I want to see if someone picks up on something as the wind blows from the west.
Nat 20 with a different dice, 26.
Okay, I might give you a bonus, but
Okay, yeah, I know that's not exorbitantly high. That's good. It's not exorbitantly high.
it's still not.
Yeah, I figured it.
Do I have advantage because I'm
Davis is
mentioning
most
things?
Yeah,
perceptive
Sentinel, you
today.
should.
Okay, because I rolled online and I got 2 nat 20s.
Holy shit. Also, you have guidance, by the way, which you never use, but you have it.
I never. Yeah, I know. I never use it. So 26 total for me as well. But I rolled 20 on both dice.
Dude.
Yo,
Can I count as a 46?
22. Holy shit.
Is everyone just getting natural 20s at this point? All right, let's put it this way.
No,
The
I rolled a
stairs.
7. I rolled a 7, got a 17.
Okay.
I was distracted. He's like, that language is too beautiful. I don't even know they have insults in that, like words for that stuff.
Oh, no, they're
Well, you know,
super
The
sick.
bonuses, what was the max number for you guys?
Mine is 26.
26 was my max. That's my max.
The max I can get to 34.
Whoo! My
Bet-
max is 31.
So
wait. You can get a 34? Did you
Yep.
roll already?
Yeah, I roll. I got a 17.
Awesome.
I got half of my best.
what was yours, Rock?
I rolled 2 nat 20s.
Well, yeah, but what is your max for those?
Oh, 26.
26?
I know.
Cielo got a 32.
Jesus.
Okay, Cielo
Oh,
actually
gee.
picks up on this. So Cielo picks up on this, and it's super subtle. So as the wind blows very, very gently, and to paint the picture even more, the sun is up. You were down there for about an hour total, let's say. So the sun is still very close to the highest pinnacle that it is in the day. The moons are still shining brightly, and you understand, they shine the light of the sun as well, so it's a little bit brighter actually. It's something that doesn't get discussed very often on these special days, but it's actually a little bit brighter during the day. But and there's some small birds flying off in the distance with the trees, and it's like a very beautiful day. And Cielo, that breeze at first is so welcoming because you're outside again and you're not cooped up inside of this wherever you were, and there's that ever so faint smell of iron and blood, and it's something that Cielo you smell here every once in a while, and it always travels from the west heading east, the west where the open plains are, the west where these, where the red raids come from, the west where who knows is going on. But there's always that um almost easily to miss and easily ignored, and most people don't pick up on it, that scent of blood on the air.
Hey Ben,
Yes.
what time of year is it?
It's summertime, right, Adam?
I will pull up the calendar so you guys can look real quick. No, I mean, yes, I believe it is, but let me. I think it's closest. Well, no, it's southern hemisphere. Flippy.
So it's winter then.
Yeah, because it'd be you guys are in Everly.
Yes.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. It's it's transitioning into winter.
But we're in like the central-ish, like, so it's pretty okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Hey, it's warmer out here than when we went down. And I'm gonna get real close to them while they like walk. Now that they're up on the top side,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna tug on his like plate, I guess, and he'll know what it is that I'm trying to tell him something.
Okay.
I smell them. They're to the west. We should think about going soon.
Well, you mean us? You're to remain, correct?
I think that was Silo.
That's yellow. Yeah.
Oh, shell. Okay.
It's,
So,
it's the bunny. Sorry, I should
Couldn't
have
you
been
tell
clear.
by the accent?
Nah,
yeah, yeah. The
It's less
half octave.
nasally.
yeah. So you gotta raise your pitch up for if you yell hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, the half.
Once Sedge is gone, it'll be even more natural.
Yeah, for sure.
Trust.
The half octave difference between the two of
Yeah.
them.
So technically, sorry, it's technically real quick. It's it's autumn transitioning. Yeah, it's autumn, so it's fall. Sorry.
I'll be like, yes, Cielo. I see the sign for what it. Or rephrase it. I gotta talk to Cielo in common. Yes. We go west. Beacon, lead way.
We? You mean me and you?
Well, and I kind of do. I kind of do a whole circle of everyone. Uh, Beacon wants them go with us. Kind of like
Huh.
she want me go with you, you go with me. They come with us too. They need us, we need them.
Oh, brother.
Yes,
So who the fuck are you guys?
and Ben has done this before. He fucking smacks his hand on his face and looks down, starts shaking his head.
Can Alan Davis do like some Ginyu
Oh,
Force like poses?
Absolutely. Like, you ready, buddy? Here we go. We are the Crass Menagerie. We like in unison, exactly. And yeah, I'm sure Al makes it like echo or some shit. That's amazing.
You guys go ahead and give me performance checks
hell
at
yeah.
advantage because y'all do this all the time now.
Yep. Although I lost my expertise in my performance.
Well, losing, yes,
That's
because
Wait, are we all doing performance checks?
Nope, just me.
no, our
Charles is definitely
Okay.
not.
I don't see why you wouldn't want to try a performance check.
I
just
said,
to,
unless you
like,
want to join in.
do a flip or something.
I mean, I like to roll dice.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Go for it. I mean,
Also, I like
you're wise enough to our little
He definitely knows this
shenanigans.
chick.
I mean, you and Al were doing the play inside of Volpine to like all the kids being like, "Here's our
That's true.
exploits."
Yeah.
So it's like it's your deal too.
I rolled an 11, so 9.
That's right. You have a -2. I forgot.
Totally wasn't expecting it. Yeah. All right, so what were the totals? Sorry.
Mine was
And
18.
I was expecting.
Al, what
24.
24? Okay, cool. Yeah,
So they do
you
the
know,
Ginyu Forest, and Rock just kind of joins in after.
a little
Yeah,
later.
like
Yeah.
half a beat late. It's like,
Yeah.
shit.
Al always
Al,
windmills the loot.
Al's been waiting for this shit. He's got props ready and all that. He's like,
Oh yeah, minor illusions. We got our name in neon lights.
Yeah, the hats appear back on our heads somehow.
Yeah, Cielo, yeah,
Ooh, do I have this
asshole.
now?
If you want to
Wow.
do it.
Yeah.
I don't have a kid equipped right now. Frick.
uh, one hat. Minor illusion, one hat.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Ben, I take that back. They're pretty cool.
What's funny is
We
like
just
right
stand in the
after that
pose for like 10
performance.
seconds.
Yeah, right after that performance, Dave was just back to being like, man, that was. I'm tired.
What, stairs tire you out? Come on.
Yeah, that was what tired me out.
Adam, I am going to excuse myself, and I am going to go, since this is a day of celebration, especially because of the temple and then what we just did. I am going to start preparing Heroes Feast.
Oh shit.
Okay,
Whoa.
cool. Are you taking the time to attune to the Pavos? Well,
Yes, I will say I'm doing that while I'm also getting everything I need together for the feast and just
okay.
prepping things and telling Mort about what we found downstairs and his choice of starting here was an excellent idea. Maybe he should follow the beacon instead of the shepherd. I just like no a playful jab at him.
Yeah. Um, yeah, he'll smile and he'll also say, please, I am not too taxed for the day. There were only a few that were more we need to take cautions with magics to heal. If your friends need some attention, I can hopefully alleviate some of their fatigue.
Yes, the large cat, our large cat friend Karos, he took quite a toll on him fighting the twin celestial beings that are down there, and I'll actually describe them to Mort because he may be interested in understanding and going down and possibly interacting with I don't know.
Well, I would. That sounds equally riveting and terrifying, brother. I'm glad everything is okay. Doesn't seem you were. He's kind of still the older brother looking you over.
Yeah.
Does not seem that you were not roughed up too bad. That is good.
Well, I did get my shield broken, but I found a replacement apparently.
I was about to ask, actually. I noticed that. Seems to be quite the. And please, I know how much you liked that previous shield.
Yes.
Seems to be
Well,
quite the upgrade, the improvement.
I oh yes. Shield always been a refuge for me, providing that shelter that you need whenever you absolutely need it.
Yes. Well, hopefully that this new one will you'll carry it well, and it will
Yes.
provide you shelter and protect you, as I am certain, knowing you, after a year here, you've got the itch to well, depart.
Yes. The events in the city or the town last eve were quite exhilarating. I wish to pursue those more as we used to in our youth. Maybe not as reckless as we were, but still enjoying a good tussle with you know others.
You always called it reckless. I always called it following the path that faith had in front of us. But
As I've learned recently, fighting is not always the way, but sometimes it's the only way.
sounding more and more like one of your esteemed scholars of that son of yours.
Yes. At
Good to
least
hear.
you know At least follow the light and not some musty old book maze library thing.
You,
And I kind of did the chuckle again.
yes, well, when you do eventually pass, brother, and you need to navigate that maze, just know I won't be
I
there to help you.
I kind of chuckle.
So, um, well, I was hoping that this would be the time that you would say you would follow up on the offer that I extended to have you officially enter the review to join the domain as our chapter master for the domain of war, but it looks like I am hearing to the contrary.
Yes, there's still things that need to be done. Uh, she has sent a message through Cielo saying they need to travel west to possibly end this raiding of the innocent people of the plains.
Um, I I trust you interpret her message well. I still would rather prefer, you to settle, as this 1 year of peace, if you being here has given me a modicum of worry-free evenings, even though other activities happen across this continent. But very well, brother.
But
Um,
it's in the nature of Battleborn to seek out adventure.
yes, it's in the nature of a big brother to want his brother to stay out of trouble. So,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
When has that ever worked in the past?
There was that one time, but yes, I understand.
I did it. I did it for a year recommendation. I take your counsel
Yeah,
and advice.
a year, and yet you were in half a dozen bar brawl. You mistakenly stopped someone from assisting an elderly because you thought they were being accosted. Remember, assess the situation before you swing the hammer. Swing the
Yes,
hammer
brother.
when the nail is trapped up, not just hoping to hit a nail, right?
And I'll kind of do the little brother nod to the older brother. Yes, yes.
All right. Well, yes, as mentioned, follow up. I'm very glad your communion, your ritual went well. The what is this place? What are you going to call it?
I'm not sure. I think I'm going to leave that to the keeper, which I kind of point towards Sej. The beacon has determined that I am the builder, he is the keeper of this area.
She is a huh. It's a very cruel task then. Spend a year of your life building something only to give it away. She likes to test you.
Yes, but to me, there's no difference than a mother raising a child for however many years and then letting them off into the world to let them grow.
Well, if that is what fate has for you, then I am pleased. When you do celebrate, uh, I look forward to some familiarities from home, if you would be so kind.
Oh, yes, yes. I will make sure that we have some delicacies from home.
Thank you. And oh, I will see you then. Well, what at nightfall? When would you like to? When is Ben celebrating? I actually did ask. Sorry.
I was going to do it at basically sunset,
Okay, yeah, very well.
because the metaphor of a year ending and the day ending just kind of coinciding.
Huh? Yeah. Look at you, always the romantic poet at sunset. Yes, make sure you're. His name is Karos, by the way. As I've mentioned, I've interacted with these individuals in the past, and they've actually proven themselves impressively capable. You've gotten our correspondences down south of what had happened with the attempted soul siphoning uh, down in Green Hill by the swamps.
Yes.
Well, happens that these individuals were instrumental in stopping the machinations of what has been staggeringly discovered to be a plot among, believe it or not, a coven of covens. 9 hags working together. Was very peculiar. Far too many lives were lost and potential squandered, but at least I know that they made it to the maze and not to the belly of wherever they were sending them.
Yes, we're gonna have to talk more about that. It's interesting how a being or a group could circumnavigate the wishes of the shepherd.
Remember, the shepherd only lays down. Depends on you to pull them or cut them or follow them, twist them, tie them, do what you wish with them. But, you know, he's always grinning at the decisions individuals make. So, brother, I am proud of you. I will always be proud of you. I look forward to our celebration. And, well, I'm happy to know that we at least have a few evenings of family time before we must depart.
Yes.
I shall. Right. Allow us to tend to those displaced and wounded. I will see you in the evening, and I would, it would behoove you to inform your keeper that he would have the responsibility of naming this place. Then, if you are, it would not be nice to drop it on him in the moment.
Yes. Yes. Etiquette and all that. I'm just, still learning.
Yes, you're picking up well. So, right, I'll see you this evening, or I'll see you at sunset.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do, Adam, is I'm going to attune to the shields, prep heroes, and once that is done, I will go talk with Sej about naming the place.
How many chalices do you have? Or
Oh, let me
equivalent
double
keys?
check. I think I have 2.
Okay.
17.
No. We. This was a very. This was a discussion point because they are expensive, so we had to
Oh,
make
Yeah,
okay.
they
sure.
are. It's
For
a
the hero's
1,000
feast.
gold, I
Yeah,
think.
they're
I think
not.
it's 1,000 gold each.
Whoa, okay.
Which you lose, it just gets destroyed.
Yes, it consumes it.
Mm-hmm.
Heroes feast.
While that's going on, at
Okay.
some point I would have found a like a table or something for Karos to lay on, and I'm like, "Come on, buddy, pop up, let's go." And then like basically doing a respite by like stretching him out, like a post-fight
Okay.
stretch. Be like, "Come on, let me get these hammies out. Yeah, there you go. Uh-huh. Yep, flex. Yep,
Well,
got it."
I will join
Adam, I'm
the
only I'm
rest.
only going to need one because it does up to 12 people. So the menagerie is how many?
6.
6. Well,
6.
like
Brother
8 right
Mort,
now, but
2
yeah.
people.
Well, we'll say for the sake of being able to attribute the boon to, it's 12. But to be able to feed additional people, I'll allow it. I'm not going to be that strict, right? Because you guys can always
Okay.
conjure some foods and
Right.
add that magic into the Hero's Feast casting.
Yeah.
Uh,
So yeah, I'll do the one casting time of 10 minutes and what is this?
Is that really it? Hero's feast only takes 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's
That's sick.
10 minutes to cast and it lasts for 1 hour so you can consume the food.
Right, and then the effects
yeah,
last
and
for
then
Takes
24
longer to
hours.
cook the food.
Yep.
oh,
So I got plenty of time to attune. I'll talk to Sej and then I'll do the hero's feast.
yep, there's time. All
So,
right,
Can I give a present to Sedge?
yeah. What's up?
Okay, just talk to Sedge and say, hey, if you're doing your thing now without us. One sec.
Oh no.
It's the Everlight.
They make him
She's just come to talk to you, man.
They're like, don't you be pranking my boy.
That's right. He's in his house now. Don't you fuck with him.
Mhm. Not the time, not the place.
You're for real.
Yeah, but Al, you were saying something, and we'll get back to CJ to Rock when he returns.
Trying to figure out the timing, but I help with the Karos respite thing. I throw in a song of rest, try to just calm the mood, make it a meditation kind of thing.
Yeah, anybody who wants to join, obviously, can join in.
Sorry about that, guys.
You're good.
Welcome back.
Alright, so
And one other thing is that after that, I'd like to summon Loon in a Thrisson. I'll throw in a level 7 for that.
okay,
Oh,
cool.
shit.
All right,
Yeah, sorry about that, guys.
you're good. Go ahead, Rock. What were you gonna do or say?
I'm gonna unroll my tapestry that I have.
The dragon
Wait,
one.
the
Hold up.
Yeah, awesome.
And I'm gonna be like, Sedge, I know that not be the best drawing ever, but you were there when we got it, and I think it'll make you laugh and remember the times we've had. And plus it'll make your temple look just that much snazzier.
I wonder if it doubles as a sheet for like a bed.
Yeah, whatever you want it for, but you think of the Crass Menagerie, dragons, I guess.
I have a feeling we'll see more dragon.
I prefer not to.
I don't know. From the guy that had that vision, it makes sense that Sedge would say that. Yeah. So,
I know how to I know how to talk in dragon speak or whatever.
Draconic.
Yeah, draconic, that one.
Well, I hope if we do meet another dragon, that maybe we meet a friendly one.
I thought you could speak it. Wait, what?
Yeah, I can. And
Oh, well then they're fine. You don't even need me. See?
Yeah, I hope so. We'll miss you, though.
Don't worry about it. I don't even think they know yet. They will soon. But it's not in. Well, I'll get to it in a bit.
so, Rock, as you're interacting directly with Sedge, go ahead and give me a perception check. Or investigation, your choice, actually. It can be perception or investigation.
Okay, investigation of 17, because I rolled a 3.
Oh, jeez.
No, nothing. Yeah, so Sedge, as you're interacting with Sedge seems pretty normal, seems to have all his things on his place. You know that the dagger is missing, the hilt that he's been carrying around, but nothing really stands out too much. You are going to, I guess you're going to miss him, but you know that he'll always be parked somewhere here, so you can always come back. That's it.
Are we like around this Heroes Feast table?
Not yet. I think I'm giving you guys an opportunity to interact. Like Davis is stretching out Karos begrudgingly.
Well, I'm tuning the shield first, so however long that takes.
It's in Materia. We did it so it's very quick, right? The fact that you had 3 things that you were attuned to is what makes it take a little bit longer. You need to break your attunement, and then the shield will attune to you. So just make sure you denote which item you are dropping, and the shield is yours.
Well, then I'll call everybody. Hey, I have something to say, everybody.
Sure. Gather.
Yeah. What's going on?
In my culture, we don't say goodbye. But I'm not leaving here with you guys when you leave. But I'm never far away, you know? I'm just a message away, and I might even sneak up on you before then. So you better keep your toes. That's it.
Serge, as you say, that's it. A message bings into your head. Um, it's it seems it's a little bit different than your typical sending. Um, you get the message loud and clear. However, you are hearing multiple voices. One of Meeker Smithcast, and the other one is Navori. And she's, hey, so you guys wanted word about the trial. I heard that it's been done, and the Estra is she's gonna be put down in the dungeons for a while. I don't know how long. When I get more information, I'll send it your way. This information comes from one of Meeker's contacts. This is Navari. I hope you're good. You know, I'm sorry you never got to use my garden. All right, bye.
Hey, is this thing on? Can I respond to this message?
Yeah, you absolutely can. Yeah. It's
Um,
it's a scrying mixed with sending. That's why
Interesting.
you can.
It's
It's
not.
okay. I found a cooler garden. Also, that's great news. I'll let everybody know. But I'm over here at West Green.
Mhm.
I
Yep.
think West Green. I think West Green. I think. Either way.
Yeah, I can see you. You're in West Green. That's correct.
Oh, yeah, West Green. I'm going to be here for some time. I will let them know. However,
With that, Serge, go ahead and give me a quick religion check.
I just realized something.
Okay.
oh my god, I roll
Uh,
terrible religion checks, even though I have so much bonus every time. 17 total.
Something that's still high enough.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
because Temple of the Gods is a 7th level spell, so yes, it's high enough. It clicks you. Her mansion, her guard, like the manor, the mayor's estate over in Volpine, while it is itself is a building, all the leafage and the vines and the garden and the trees and the ponds and everything, that is her temple of the gods.
Oh shit.
Like a cell phone video, I'm gonna put it conveniently in the background and be like, hey, me too, except this one isn't mine. I'm borrowing it.
It's too fucking good. Uh, she chuckles. She's like, yeah, I there was a weird reverberation, a ping, a sense, a feeling. I don't know how to explain it. My hair started
Like
to
a new
stand up on.
font of divine power. Yes, I know. It makes sense now, at least, I guess.
Yeah. So, well, it's good to see that someone's putting their best foot forward on that frontier. But
It's a bright, sunny day here.
it's a bright sunny day here too, actually. So the sounds of thunder keep rumbling from the far east. But that's besides the point. Congratulations on your, I guess your new home. I guess that's what I'm talking. I was not expecting to congratulate you on a home. Congratulations on your new home. And you just hear in the background Beaker's voice, yeah, congratulations. But yeah, sorry, you asked for messaging. So yeah, the lady is going to be held in the thorns. Lady is going to be so. Looks like she was sentenced, and the as far as I've figured, the wealth and uh, valuables of that coalition of I forget what they're called, the Tefra Shelf or whatever, has been dissolved and disseminated amongst the people.
Hmm.
Oh, that's the update
Wonderful.
that I have for you. I
Well,
know that's. Go
I have
ahead.
a feeling they'll be back at some
Well,
point soon enough in the days to come. Not sure how long they're due west, but I have a good feeling they'll be back soon enough. Let's
well,
hope
if you
she
would.
stays locked down there for a
Oh,
time.
that's good. Thorns are not a pretty place, and they're difficult to get out of. So, if you would do me a favor, open fields, open plains. Make sure you boys, I guess not you, but make sure your friends they sleep with their boots on. You never know what'll come up on you at night out there.
I'll let them know that. But why boots specifically? You mean just
Say,
for getting up?
you never know when you need to get up and run at night.
Oh, so you don't mean literally?
It's a saying. Yeah, sorry.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
I'll let them know.
Perfect. I'll,
Words are hard, I know.
yeah. So, well, we'll catch you soon. Well,
Yeah.
maybe you a little bit later than that now that you have a permanent residence.
I'm not that far. Just west.
Just west. Take care, Sesh. No,
You
and I
too.
just hear, Navori, how do we turn this thing off? How do we stop this? Can they hear us still?
It's
I
me
think
as a
they can tell that.
grandfather with technology.
Hey, everybody,
Is the sending
look.
thing
Say
sending?
hi. Say hi to Navori. They don't know how to turn it off.
Hi, Navari.
Yes, as you just hear, it's like, oh, hi, Al! And then it turns off.
Oh, they figured it out.
Well, she's locked away under lock and key somewhere in called the Thorns under the lady Astra,
yeah.
I think.
Astra, yeah.
And when you go west, keep your boots on permanently. I don't know.
That's a good, I like it.
All right.
Well, thanks to
Must be marshland.
thanks to my buddy Rock, I don't have to worry about that. Clap him on the back.
So, with that,
I
I'm
I have to correct something.
Uh-oh.
okay,
Am
yes.
I using
What
it
do you have
wrong?
to correct?
Shit.
I was reading the notes that I left for the tapestry. It's with Tabard.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Oh, is
my
it?
bed sheet.
Yeah, I'll just correct it to. I'll make sure that gets sent to you, Sedge.
anybody got a typo?
And
All right.
yeah, we'll get a message to Tabard. And
Yeah, that's a one of a kind, baby. Come on.
yeah.
I'll be watchful for any really tabardly boxes.
He does have his signature, his pizzazz.
Tabart's tantalizing trove, man. It's got the 3 T's on it. Just look for it.
Now it's going to be
Um,
Tabart's tantalizing truths and tapestries.
Yeah,
Can I do one more thing?
of course. Yeah, it's y'all's game. Of course you can.
I
No, you
fly away
can't.
my spaceship. Oh fuck. Okay. Hey, Sej, I don't really believe in saying goodbyes either. So I'm sure I speak for the whole team when we definitely have to visit at some point here now and then, catch up on stuff. This temple is a little holier and above what I know, but I can still get us here in an instant if, um, perchance, could I have any part of the temple, like some rock from the wall or something?
Hey, listen here, bitch.
Hey,
That
it's not
was
my
my
temple. Ask Ben.
my follow-up question. Hey, does Ben look busy with the feast?
And the feast hasn't started yet. Yeah, you guys are pre-feast.
Pre-feast?
Yeah, it's pre-feast.
I'll
Well, I mean, by all means, even if you don't have to tell him, I don't care.
no, I'll get both of y'all's permissions. He probably has some fancy holy teleport to get here too, but I'd like to have
Technically,
the
it's not
option
my
as well.
temple anyway. It's Surya's.
Can I ask her permission?
No, she's tired.
Al casts
Okay.
augury.
I just for if you will amuse me for this. So as you guys are as Al and says, you guys kind of link up and are kind of walking just a little bit, talking. You're saying this. The way that the light is kind of coming in on one of these through the various windows, and it reflects in here. It is interesting because there's like it's as few shadows as possible exist in this space. Almost none, to be frank. But there's one room that when you guys are discussing, kind of joking, and it brights up. It's a little bit brighter than the others, and it catches your attention. You guys turn into it and look, and in this room, there's a collection of paints, some canvases, an easel to sit, and a stool to sit on. It's almost like Surya knew. Well, she didn't know that Sedge was coming here, and one of Sedge's pastimes has always been painting.
I have a paint
So
kit.
you got a painter's room in your temple. So
Is there by chance any kind of pocket-sized easel? There's a canvas.
yeah, sure, why not? Yeah, why not?
Ooh. You know, it doesn't necessarily have to be part of the temple. It just has to be something from the temple. If I think even a painting would work if it was something I could carry around.
I mean, that one you have in your hands looks about your size.
Are these paintings or are they blank canvas?
They're blank. They're for Sedge.
Mm. It's a
That
little
one has your name on it.
I what?
Well, not yet, but you can.
Okay. I'm a writer, not a painter. Musician. But if you do me the honor, would you mind possessing one of these up?
Oh, sure. I'll do it right now while we wait for food.
Oh,
At least I don't really have to leave the room because I'm still in earshot.
yeah. Mind if I sit and watch?
Of
Play a little
course.
music? I will do what he can recollect from like the couple times we've sung to celestial stuff, just kind of the vibe that kind of celestial music brings. He's gonna try to like impersonate that with, yeah.
Performance check.
Ooh.
Now all the sleepless nights he has about what the fuck is the purpose of this room. Now he knows why.
It's like, why is there a painting?
Beacon, what do you want about this?
I still have two luckies. I'll use one. What was my
Okay,
the number was a 12. It's probably not gonna be. Okay.
it's a 19 total.
Yeah, I'll
Sure.
stick with the 19.
19 total. Okay, yeah,
Blue unlucky.
pretty good. Like,
Yeah, you changed your dice color. That's where you fucked up. You should have been on the green still.
Ah, the green
yeah,
was where. Oh, so good.
yeah. So, yeah, the tune, the melody, and the harmonics, the vocal,
Ooh.
the way your vocals meet with. I'm assuming you're playing one of your string instruments, or what are you
Yeah,
playing right now?
the go-to's the lute. How are the
The lute,
acoustics in the room? Ooh.
Chef's Kiss.
Ooh. This room is so symmetrical.
It's balanced in every way.
Yeah. Uh, while you as Al know that you could do better.
Mhm.
You hold yourself to that high standard.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, no, it's great.
The room is the environment's carrying me. I feel.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. But yeah, so it's very pleasant while Tej is painting. Uh, anything come to mind that you're painting, or do you want to think about it for a little bit, Tej?
I'm sorry, what was that? Something.
So you have about a pocket-sized little canvas, so something pretty small.
Yeah.
Like 4 by
That you're
4, 6 by 6.
yeah, something small. So do you know what you're painting now, or do you want to have a little bit of time to think about what you're painting?
Um, since it's like a really small palm size like canvas, it's just gonna be somewhat basic Mandela, but like in the shape of a sun, with like
Okay,
orange and warm colors.
I love it. Al, if you want to write that into your collection, eventually you will have that. And Al, I need you to give me a perception or an investigation check.
Alrighty. Perception 28.
Dude. Okay. Um. Whisper time.
Pull me in and I'll disconnect.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, cool.
Okay. Say one. Are we good, Davis? I feel that we are good. Okay. Cool. So Rock didn't pick up on this, but you now did. There is essentially like a Mandela style halo that is forming behind Sej. This light, the way the light catches and reflects when you look at Sej in the proper light, it might be something. I'll tell you, it's something to do with him being on the temple grounds, but he's juiced up while he's on the temple. Essentially, is what it is. But he's got a boon placed upon him, similar to what Rock has. Like Rock got the boon from Semi-Ajit based on the mentor, and now Sej has earned a boon from Surya. And the way that it's going to be displayed is, like his shoulders and head are weaved in like a Mandela style, extremely faint, like it's super subtle
Ooh.
halo that only when the light catches it just right, you might notice something. And the few times that you saw it while you were playing the music, you thought maybe you saw something, but maybe it was a gossamer from a spider web. You weren't sure, right? It was like really hard. The place was super new, but you're like, there's no spiders here. And then eventually, when he hands you the painting, you actually see that he kind of drew that sun, that Mandela style sun, is actually what is forming.
Oh.
He doesn't know.
Are they both Mandelas, or is it the same? Like, did he paint the image?
I'm gonna say he's painted the image, not even knowing it.
Yo.
Okay.
That's awesome. And I don't realize until he hands it to me, right?
Yes, you do, and you
I love
choose
that.
how you. Yeah. Like you may have saw something, but like I said, you weren't sure what it was, and then when he hands it to you, it's like you saw it. You're like, oh shit. And you don't. I would say you maybe don't even know what you saw, right? Like Al's never seen something like this. You're just like,
Yeah, just trick of the light 2 or 3 times, and then it's like, oh.
Yeah. Cool.
Nice. Thank you. That's
Yeah.
badass.
All right. Pulling you up.
Sej, we're dead. I'm sorry.
Huh? No.
They were lead-based paints. Y'all have lead poisoning now.
It's all right. I'll hit you a restoration. You'll be fine.
This place is your tomb, not your home.
Yeah.
I give you this gift. Lead paint. Lick it. Trust me.
Oh, so because it is a temple of light and all the heat, there is asbestos in the walls. So sorry.
Oh yeah, good call.
Love a good popcorn ceiling. I've already forgotten 2 minutes ago. Is Sej handing me the painting, or is he still in progress?
It's up to him. Yeah.
It'll probably be done pretty quickly because I'm good at painting.
Yeah, you are. If you want to, you can give me a painter's kit. I will.
Yeah.
So we can use your wisdom for this. You are proficient in it, and because you are painting in your temple, and in this specific room, you have advantage on it, and the temple gives you as a permanent D4 on any ability check you make in here. So
D20, D4 plus 9.
Yeah, advantage on D20
Right.
plus 9 with a D4.
As
So the temple basically gives you guidance. That's pretty cool.
I like that. As Al starts to kind of see the painting, as it goes in progress, he'll start to add like some droning notes to the song he's making.
Oh no. Okay, good. Better.
Whoa. Pooh.
What was the total?
21.
21. Yeah.
Does
Perfect.
the guidance only get 1 roll, or is that per roll?
Good point.
Technically, you roll at advantage and then you roll the D4.
I think I hear 23.
Sure.
It's 20 to 23. It's still great. It's a beautiful, very for how quickly it was done out. It's a lot more, finesse. There's a lot more finesse and skill involved in this small little painting than you would have expected for how quickly he managed to pump it to you.
Ooh.
And then, yeah, something catches your eye in addition to it.
Mm-hmm. Al will kind of look down at the painting. I didn't know you were so good at the magical stuff too. And I'll kind of spin it and admire the symmetry and how just insane it is that you're able to make this to him. And then he'll kind of look up and he'll like do a little twitch, a little like what, and then he'll probably stare an extra couple seconds at you, but then I'll give a smile. Thank you. This is fantastic.
Hey, don't mention it. Keep it close to you.
I will. I will. How do you know how long it takes to dry? Do I have to be careful with this for a while? Shit. Okay. Okay.
Here, let
You
me
just-
see it real quick.
Prestidigitation, dude.
I don't want to mess it up. Ah.
Here, while I hold it out, press the digitated thing. Just,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
He'll
There you go.
Strum one chord. There's some sparkles that aren't part of the spell, but he adds to the spell.
Glitter on
You-
it. I just painted it. It's still wet.
No, it's bad.
You screwed up and you cleaned the whole canvas off.
Ah, shit. I tried it. Oh, my bad.
The smear is what gives it character. Here.
No.
The mirror is what gives a character quote by Sedge.
Retcon. No.
All right, cool. Yeah. So Al, like I said, you can go ahead and, if you wish, add a pocket canvas painting of a mandala-like sun of warm oranges and yellows, painted by Sedge.
Hell yeah.
Cool.
Al's gonna keep it in his hands to kind of show off to the group when we get back with him.
Is it
You never
just-
know. I might be famous. It might be worth something someday.
Would you mind signing the back? Keeper of the light.
Is it?
Sure,
It's
why
a
not?
war. So, all
Okay.
right.
I'll, like with a like little black like signature on the back of the canvas,
Mhm.
like on the wood part, I guess. I'll put just Sedge. But
Okay.
I'll do it with my trunk.
Yo.
A finesseness. Yeah, I love it. All right. To do anything, mention anything.
I assume we were able to short rest with the respite and reduce exhaustion.
Yes, you are.
And if I could have thrown a song of rest on that at that time.
You did. Yep.
Hey,
You
if
did.
that dragon,
Huzzah.
if that dragon cloud ends up over here, I'm gonna call you guys. You know that?
You've got an expert. Ish.
So what was the song of rest again?
I'm looking it up now.
If you spend a hit die,
Yeah,
wait,
he's got
it
to roll
depends
it
on
though,
which one.
right? Yeah, it's a D. It's
Yeah.
That's what it is. And
D10
then everybody.
plus something. I forget.
I think it's just D10.
it's just a d10.
Is it just
So there's
D10?
two
Okay.
parts of it, right? Yeah, there's two parts of it. There's the part that is just like when you take a short or long rest and spend a hit die, you can
Okay.
roll.
So if anybody uses any number of hit die, they just get a flat +3 on top. I'm
Wow,
helping.
3. No, I'm just kidding. It's
You're welcome. Times 30 people. That's a lot.
fine.
It is.
We got a big party, okay?
It's a bulk heal. Yeah. It's,
Was there anybody other than? I think there was at least one other person that had exhaustion, right?
Rock got beat
Was.
up quite a bit. I think it was Rock.
I got beat up, but I don't remember getting.
Let's say.
Oh well.
Yeah,
Basically,
so
after
Kara's,
tonight's long rest, I'm assuming everybody will be fine then.
yeah. So, Karos, you're down to 1 level of exhaustion now.
Full speed.
And as, there's this, as you're kind of stretching it out and getting limber again, the gaunt figure with, his hands in a triangle pointing down comes walking by and is Mort. He says, I was told by my brother that, actually looking over it, it seems that you guys are taking care of any type of fatigue.
Yep.
Very
It's
well.
like a friggin' sauna down there, and it sapped the crap out of us.
I
Yes,
didn't think it was
Ben.
that bad.
All right.
Karas's hip like pops. Like, oh,
Oh, I'll take the sass. My bad. Shit.
stairs.
No, that's
I
that's
don't
good.
think she
That's
was actually trying to kill us. Do you?
exhaustion leaving the body. Those sounds.
It felt like it. Why do these trials of the gods always have to be so deadly?
And Mort kind of, without interrupting, kind of raises a finger like he wants to talk, but he's not going to.
Never.
Acknowledged.
It's like every other weekend with this shit.
Well, I do not know. My brother tends to forget things. He said something about he's hosting a feast at sunset, and I wanted to make sure that from what I understand, his new track companions will attend. So
I could eat.
that's it.
You said a feast. Sounds fancy.
It's a
If
fancy
we-
beast.
Ew.
Yes. I'm in.
Meow.
All
We
right.
do have a cat.
Hear the can opener. We all start running.
I cannot tell you how true that is. I cannot tell you how true that is.
Carl starts looking for the catnip.
Exactly.
Go back. Go away. It's green beans. What are you doing?
He looks at Mort and he's like, I mean, if you have just like one more restoration, it'd be.
Yes, of course, my pleasure. Anything for the individuals that will keep my brother out of trouble. And I hope you know the amount of work you will have ahead of you dealing with him. As he says that, as you cracked your hip, he gets he stands behind you and puts he balls up his fist and puts it like at the base of your back, like in the arch, and then grabs your from behind. He grabs you across the clavicle shoulder, rips from the top, and pushes his fist forward into your back, and there's this like series of cracks in your spine. And he casts Greater Restoration, removing the last exhaustion on you.
Al is observing intensely and becomes less confident about his own. Like, is this how the spell works? Oh god.
This guy's a chiropractor.
Yeah, right.
Do I need muscle for this? Fuck.
Well, he doesn't look very muscular. He's pretty.
Yeah, he's actually pretty
Gaunt.
gaunt. Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
very slender.
I
He
feel like
just
if I
knows.
punched Karos though, he wouldn't notice that I punched him.
The
That's
right
fair.
amount of force in the right spot.
Yeah.
He kind of like lifts his like. And thanks, Mort.
Yeah,
Profusely.
like
That's a heck of a difference than getting up those stairs after we were finished. I didn't think I
Well.
was gonna make it.
yeah. I'm sure we will hear recitments and recantings of the trial below, and while we feast and celebrate. But my pleasure, and yes, it's frankly it's good to see all of you again. Funny enough, as fate would have it, it seems appropriate. Seb told me to let you know if I ever came across you guys again in person, that Green Post is doing well. They've established trade and have set up a new, much smaller, much more amicable and approachable adventurers league hall. And your friends have helped put it up. It's made of the local woods there. It's a lovely cabin. And they have immortalized your names in the support column. as you are, because of you, the menagerie. There is a city to come home to. You are the column that supports an entire community over there, and gave them a second chance. So, Seb asked me to say thank you in my own ways. So, I wish to send this message to you and know that Marb is doing well. However, the affliction that has uh, stripped him of his natural eyesight has apparently that man can still sense everything. Is beyond my theme. However, it does not seem to have caused him to be any less of a vital asset and capable protector of the area. Grant continues to do well. It being forced to put back in, being forced to put his self into manual labor and put his hands in some masonry has actually done him some good. Um, Seems that the builder's life, one of order uh, and community, does well for him. So, oh, and your feathered friend that I never had the proper opportunity to meet, while it does bother me to keep him from returning to the maze, the jar is safe. And the bird sings at dusk every time. So, that is all. I look forward to our feast.
Any words from our, well, I guess he wasn't feathered, but he did have wings occasionally. Our nature friend. I know he wasn't. He left before I think we got back, but yeah, I thought maybe he would stop by. Basically asking about Calusor.
Yeah. Trying to think if Mort ever met Calusor.
I think so.
I don't think. Was it briefly? Okay, it's probably when you guys know.
Maybe, maybe not. I thought so, but I wasn't sure.
Oh.
Because, I mean, he definitely came into town with us.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to. I will say.
But either way, I would explain who he is and if.
Yes, yes. Yeah, unfortunately, it seems that he has been occupied with whatever duties he does in whatever lands that he is now roaming.
Fair enough.
But it
That's
does
great.
make sense.
That's all good news.
Good.
I like to hear that.
Yes. We'll need last bits of information, which I believe has been already shared, about Old Green Hill.
Yeah, did those, like, rocks ever recess down into the ground again, or are they still floating up there?
Oddly enough, no. And there are some trying to understand what has happened, and the domain has sent actually what is their name? Sorry. Did I ever write a name for them? Or is it just a character that I thought up and didn't name? That sounds very Adam of me if that's what I did.
I dare not have names for all 9 million characters you've had an inkling about.
Yeah. Okay, one second.
That's it. I can't do this shit.
Yeah, what a crappy campaign this is. Jeez.
Yeah.
2-bit.
You've had 2 fucking years to come up with all this shit. God.
Oh my god.
Three,
It'll be almost
actually.
3, yeah, in 3 more months.
That's even worse. You had 3 years.
Yeah.
Well, see, the funny thing, Adam, is you could say whatever the hell you want and we wouldn't know.
No, I know, but like
Then
you
it'll
know,
get
I don't
locked
want.
in.
I'll get locked in, or I'll make that, and then I'll see
stinky.
the previous reference, and I won't know what that previous reference was.
How
And
the
I'll be
fuck do
super
you think
confused.
Scoot became named? Like, he just made that shit up on the spot. Come on.
Yes, yes, yes. But uh, it's, inquisitive as a title, Inquisitive Jaime, uh, one of the left hands of the domain of knowledge, has established a small, well, research facility there to try to understand what has caused these well, how long the magical effects that are causing these earth motes and possibly other distortions in that space of our reality will linger. So if you do ever happen to find yourself heading back there, know that yes, there is still a giant crater. Yes, the river still flow and fill this crater now, and the earth still floats in broken fractures above. So,
Wild.
well, I do not think you will ever understand the significance of how many souls you kept from being lost. And I do not mean departed, I mean lost.
Wow.
So,
I'm making sure that Rock hears all this to make himself feel better about everything, just in general.
Rock's not making eye contact with anyone.
it is a topic for another time, should you wish to understand the significance in its fullest, as I do not wish to dwell on such potentially calamitous events. Let's celebrate my little brother starting a new journey with some of the finest traveling companions anyone could ever want.
Cheers. Thanks. Speaking of
Of
cheers,
course.
I'm famished. Let's get some food.
All right. All right.
Well, Adam, I want to do the attune thing and then talk to Sej and then the hero's feast.
Yeah. Okay. So you success. What are you unattuning to?
Well, I'm going to unattune something, but I'm going to keep it secret for right now because I have a role playing thing I want to do with it here in about 20 minutes.
Oh, that's perfectly fine. Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine. So yeah, as long as that's the case, then good. Yes, you are able to attune to the shield. The shield itself, the metal it is made of is extremely light, but you can see it's very durable. Um, you understand the properties of the shield. You understand based on the description. And now it's for. Do you want to share with the group? I think you shared the link with it, right?
I did
Or something.
already.
Okay, cool.
Last week I did.
Cool.
So my first thing is just out of curiosity. I am going to reach into the shield to see if there's anything in there.
Is there anything you're thinking of in particular, or
Ah, no, I'm just trying to see if there happens to be something that was left in there by a previous owner.
okay? Roll me a roll me a religion check, but you can use your wisdom.
Okay. With guidance or without guidance?
You sure you can guidance yourself? You
Okay,
have the
so that would be +5. Oh, it was almost a 17. So I don't think it's gonna be that good, but oh well. 15 total.
50 total. 50 total is not bad. You're in a way you're aimlessly reaching right into the back of the shield as your hand transports itself into this cosmic space, and you're kind of reaching around, trying to look around. Uh, Maybe you need to think of something a little bit more clear while reaching. It's a little bit too vague.
Okay. So, I will try to think of something later on. Maybe not. Maybe not. Actually, you know what? I want to try just because. I'm going to think of a book, just a random book. Just like,
Okay.
the concept of a book,
Yeah.
spine, pages, cover, leather bound, blah, 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 and reach in.
Sure. Alright, give me a second. Let me. It's creative. I like it. Let's go ahead and just do it
And
here.
the reason I'll give you the rationale behind that so you can kind of incorporate that is passing of messages, knowledge, direction, information, you
Yeah.
know, course of action, all things that the beacon has done before, not just like,
Mhm.
visual and stuff like that, or interactive, like with the smells and all that. But then she's also put things in books for people to try to discover their own
Mhm.
interpretations of things.
Yep. Well, I appreciate it. I like it. So yes, you do reach out. You reach in, and you're, it's like you're rummaging through, right? You're rummaging into like a vacant space, and you think you can feel something. And as you're just about to give up, you feel cold metal, and you grab it, and it feels like the spine of a book, and you begin to pull it out. And that's where we'll go ahead and take our break.